Thinking about the Giants' history, you know how much we win, you know how much like our history, the championships we've brung, and I just want to be a part of bringing that legacy back, just bringing that greatness back in New York.
Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Day one, rookie mini camp in the books. Got a lot of good quotes. Beat writers put out a lot of reports. Got some updates as well. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you're getting all that up to date news from New York Giants. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this. So one thing that everybody has been waiting for, they wanted to know what the jersey numbers were going to be. What number is Abdul Carter wearing? He chose 51. Jackson Dart surprised me and took the number 6. Didn't even know the number 6 was available. I believe a couple weeks ago they said that 12 was the only quarterback eligible number that we had left, but somehow Jackson Dart got number 6. Funny thing about that is Jackson Dart said he's not sure if he's going to keep 6 or not. He has to wait till he see what he looks like on film to see if the number 6 looks good on him. But outside of that, you got the guys got their new jersey numbers. Scatterbo got 44. He said that's possibly going to be temporary as well. So again, how happy are these guys with the numbers? Abdul Carter with the number 51. He said he's pretty much set. They asked him how did he pick 51. He said that's what was available to him, and but he's pretty much set with the 51. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen between now and the cut down to 53, but I'm assuming there's going to be some changes with some of these jersey numbers depending on what happened. And speaking on some changes, we had a couple of releases happen. Little Jordan Humphrey was released. That kind of surprised me because we had just signed him. Also, Casey Rogers, defensive tackle, was also released on yesterday. Other news, we got 3 draft picks that were signed. Marcus Bowe signed, Thomas Fidone signed, and also a 7th-round pick, Corey Black, signed their contract. So these guys are signed, sealed, and delivered. And the funny thing about that is, shout out to Dan Duggan. He said he expects some moves to happen. I believe there was 13 signed UDFAs outside of, the draft pick. So there's definitely going to be some moves being made in order to free up some money. So I expect to hear some news soon about some contracts being touched or some people getting waived, or maybe both. So that's probably going to happen. So getting into some of these practice notes, right? Michael Strahan was in the building. And again, everybody loves Michael Strahan. I got a bone to pick with Michael Strahan. It's not really a big deal. I'm joking, but at the same time, I don't like him waving the Philadelphia flag, even though it was for Saquon Barkley, but I digress. When it comes to some of the other practice notes, they did do 7-on-7 today. The only rookie that drafted rookie that participated in 7-on-7 was Jackson Dart. I'll get into some of those notes about how he performed in the 7-on-7. Everybody else that was drafted just participated in individual drills. Now, that's what they're saying. I haven't seen all of the video yet. I'm assuming you would want to see a little bit of Corey Black in the 7-on-7, but again, we'll see what happens with that. It's 80 guys, I believe, that were invited to that rookie mini camp, so just imagine. It's a lot of things to do there, a lot of people to see, and you want to kind of, find your diamonds in the rough. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened. As far as injuries go, we do have an injury update, and unfortunately, the edge that we just signed in free agency from the Arizona Cardinals, Victor, is it Dumakaje tore his pec during the workout, so he's going to be out for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he's able to get back by the time training camp gets here. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes for a torn pec to heal, surgery, all that other stuff. So hopefully he's good by the time the season starts, but we'll see what happens. That edge room is deep. So he's going to be missing some quality time, but somebody else is going to get a lot of reps and hopefully be able to step up. Another thing as far as practice notes go, Mike Kafka was called in the plays via walkie-talkie to Jackson Dart. So he was feeding them the plays via walkie-talkie. I love to see it. You saw Dable around Dart pretty much the whole practice. From all the clips that I'm seeing, shout out to SNY and those guys over there. Yeah, Dable was all over the place. He was every move that Dart was making, you saw Dable not too far from him. Love to see it. Love to see it. So let's get into practice a little bit more. The 7-on-7s. Believe Jackson Dart, Paul Dottino, and some other beat writers also said, or reporters said, that total of 10 passes in 7-on-7. First 2 passes were drops. So he went 8 for 10 in 7-on-7. That's fantastic to me. You saw a little bit of zip. They had a little bit of highlight of him hitting, I believe it was Bly on an out route. I'll throw the clip up if I'm able to grab it. But yeah, man, nothing too much to report on as far as what these guys were doing, as far as all these other UDFAs and guys that got invited to the rookie minicamp. But the things that you wanted to see, you got to see Jackson Dart throw the ball. You got to see Abdul Carter, move around a bit in some drills. Darius Alexander as well. Cam Scatterbull doing some blocking drills out there with Thomas Fidone. Didn't see too much of Corey Black, but outside of that, you got a little bit of a fix. A little bit of a New York Giants fix we got from some of those clips. And then as this video keeps going, I'll throw up the clips that I do have. Now I want to get to the podium. I want to get to what Jackson Dart was talking about and some of the other drafted rookies. So Jackson Dart said when he was talking about Brian Dable, said, he coaches me up every second I'm around him. I want to be coached the hardest. That's something that you want to hear from your rookie quarterback. He's getting coached up constantly, but he also embraces that. He wants to be coached the hardest, rightfully so. That's the future of the franchise right there, or the expected future of the franchise. So you want to make sure that he has that type of mindset. He says, I already mentioned that he wasn't sure about the number 6 yet. He said he wants to see what he looks like on tape before he makes that decision. So again, God appreciates style and swag on top of gameplay. If the number 6 don't look right on him, he's probably going to switch his number. He did say, even though Brian Dable said it wasn't, he doesn't expect it to be rocket science for him to go from the clapping cadence to actual vocal cadence. He says, there will be a learning curve when it comes to the snap count and the cadence in the NFL. So again, he hasn't done it in a while. But I agree with Brian Dable. It's not rocket science. He should be able to get that down pretty soon. Funny thing, somebody asked him about how he felt about, sitting behind Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. He did say that he's never sat on the bench. He said he does look up to Wilson and Winston. He says Russ was one of the first people to text him actually after he was drafted. So, high praise for the quarterbacks that are in front of him currently. I was reading some other beat writers saying that if you don't think that Jackson Dart is looking at this as a true competition for the quarterback 1 spot, then you fooled. A lot of people said they appreciated how personable he was. They appreciated that when he started his presser, this is a beat writer saying that he asked that every, writer, reporter that was in the building to say their name first so he can get to know them. Again, that's something that you like to hear from a guy that you plan on being the franchise quarterback. So all things were checking the boxes for Jackson Dart. So I'm happy to see that. Now Abdul Carter, a little bit shorter with some of the notes that I have for Abdul Carter, but I will say this: he said he wants to be great at everything, because they were asking him about the 56 and the jersey. He did talk about Michael Strahan, giving him some of the history of the New York Giants and the championship and the rich history that he has. He did mention that he loved this. He loved that he saw Michael Strahan, got a chance to see Michael Strahan in the building, and he was speaking to a lot of the guys that were out there today. And yeah, I'm sitting here like, I'm listening to what the kid's saying. This is Abdul Carter, and I'm loving everything I'm hearing. One thing about the 2 first-round picks, they seem like they're humble. When speaking to people, like their play on the field is totally different. But when you have them behind the microphone, I'm actually very, very happy at how they sound, the way they are presented themselves and stuff like that. So I think these guys could be future stars. And that's going to be pretty much my video. They did have Darius Alexander at the podium too that I saw. Cam Scatterbull as well at the podium. And again, Cam Scatterbull was saying that There's nothing he likes more than running over somebody. Again, he has that reputation of being a physical running back, which he is, but he also said that, people are sleeping on him. He can make people miss in the open field, so we're going to stay tuned for that. I did see drills where they had him doing some pass blocking, but he also said that, a lot of Giants fans wanted him to wear 44. He got the number 44, but he's saying that it's temporary, so we'll see what happens with that. And then also, when it came to Darius Alexander, they asked him, what is he looking forward to the most in New York City? And the first thing he said was Fashion Week. He said Fashion Week. The big man's into fashion. I can appreciate that. But he also said, getting out there on the field, playing the game, and, he kept it football after that. But I thought it was funny that the first thing he said was Fashion Week. But that's going to be my wrap-up, man. Again, nothing too much. We got another day of practice tomorrow. That'll close out rookie minicamp. I'll do another update tomorrow if need be. But outside of that, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.